Good morning, everyone. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. My name is Shari Marie. Understand what your name is?
Araya.
So I want to talk to you, or we want to talk to you today, about showing up bigger. If you want to achieve those current goals and dreams that just seem completely out of reach. So here's the big thing that I've been working on that I think everyone knows is mindset. And it really is like the core of everything. So it's so important that you focus on this because it really does start with you. If you want to be successful, it starts with your mindset. Good morning, Sophie. Say hi to Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
And success really is an inside job. And if you're not getting your head right, it's going to eventually fall off. And you're just going to be running around like crazy and you're not going to achieve much of anything. I know because I did that in the very beginning when I first started my business and my life was a hot mess. So I would just want to give you some tips that have really helped me really show up bigger and get my head on straight. Because here's the thing I've learned through educating myself, we really only use 2% of our brain. So imagine what we could accomplish if we used 10%, 8% if 10 seems out of reach, but just really starting to use more, you're able to accomplish so much more. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is this. You have to stop looking externally for things and you have to look at yourself. Yes, it's super important to read books and attend events and have mentors and trainers and coaches, but it doesn't start there. It starts with yourself and inside of you and getting your head right. That is the most important thing. Because if your head's not right and it's all crazy for whatever reason, nothing else is going to jive. You have to know that there's greatness inside of you in order to be able to deliver it to people. It starts within yourself. And those other things that we do and we grow it, they're just tools to help us get better and increase our skill sets, but they're not some magic pill. Thanks, Sophie. They're not magic. And I know this is 100% true because I used to think if I just got one more course or if I went to just one more training, it would all make sense. But what I realized is it wasn't. Up here, my head was crazy because my life was crazy. And I was allowing my life to dictate and external people in my life to dictate where my head was. And nothing good was coming out of that. So, don't do that. I was just always looking for that magic, not realizing that the magic actually was inside of myself. Shh, gotta be quiet, okay? So yes, those trainings are super important because if you take those concepts that you're being taught, you're able to apply them and you know what you're actually needing to do, but it's only gonna work when your head's on straight. So you have to be passionate about what you're doing. So in honor of football and Super Bowl Sunday and the Patriots playing, shh, let's talk about this. Do you think anyone needs to tell Tom Brady to go out and practice every day? Or to toss that football? Probably not. Because he loves what he does. And his coaches don't have to yell at him and be like, Tom, get your head on straight. Do this, do that. No, his head's on straight. His head's where it needs to be. And he knows how to do all the tools to accomplish what he needs to accomplish. Hold on. Binkies are always important. Oh, it's on the counter. Grab it.
Can you get it?
Say you'll be right back.
Okay. Say I'll be right back.
Sorry, multitasking, but binkies are important. So nobody has to tell Tom Brady what to do because his head's on straight. He knows what he has to do to get his 6th Super Bowl win today. So that's super important that you just know how to show up every day. So figure out what is it that you're passionate about and what are you going to do about it? Do you going to do something where you need everyone to drag you every day and be like, you got to do this and you got to do that? Nope, you're not going to be very successful doing much of anything. So it's time to level up. Number 2, stop getting in your own way. Seriously? Yes, Danielle, you have to hold yourself accountable for your own success. Sophie, does this mean you're a Patriots fan? That would be awesome. I didn't know that. We might just be even better friends. Grella can dance with one shoe on and she's a Patriots fan. So you need to stop doubting yourself. Stop having fear. Stop having insecurities, lack of confidence, because all of those things, they're going to get in your way. They're not going to do anything for you. And again, I'll throw myself in the bus and tell you it's a true story because my life broke me. The people, you know, and I had no confidence in myself. I was so insecure. I doubted everything I did, and I wasn't accomplishing much of anything at all during that time. And it wasn't that I didn't have the skills or the ability, it was that I didn't believe in myself. And when you don't believe in yourself, nothing else will happen. So you have to recognize that there's this crappy little person inside of you that can come out sometimes. It can come out for a million reasons. Sometimes it's the people around you, relationships, whatever it is. But that crappy little person, he's always loving to come out and kind of overtake anything. So for instance, it might be something like a live video and that crappy little person's like, I don't want to do live video. Like, I'm super scared. And, you know, people are going to laugh at me. People are going to make fun of me. It's going to be horrible. You can't do that. You can't listen to this crappy little person. It's just kind of cray-cray. And you have to be the one that shows up, the one that's secure, that person that doesn't let anything break you. And you have to listen to that other person on you and be like, you can do this. No matter who doubts you or who believes in you, if you believe in yourself, thank you, Chains, you'll be able to succeed. That is so, so super important. So you have to kick to the negative to the curb and start being insecure. That's right. So do not listen to those haters. So you have to stop wondering if you can do this and just go out and do it already. It doesn't matter. And if your life is a hot mess like mine was when I finally got my head on the street, it's okay. Because once you focus on something that gives you like a passion and a purpose, all that negativity that's around you and all those doubts, they really do go away. And it's then that you can get rid of all the crappy or whatever it is in your life that's bringing you down. You just need to try it. You just have to execute it. There's never going to be a perfect time to make changes or start believing in yourself. You just need to get out there and do it and be that person that shows up and wins. Don't be the person that lets anyone break you. Tell that crappy little person pretty much to go screw. That's so, so super important. So when you have an idea of whatever it is, don't just start digging a grave for it. Don't like look at all these things that are going to go wrong and all the reasons why it's going to fail. No, go out there and think about all those reasons why you can do this. All right. Danielle is so right. Fear does hinder our confidence, but if you're afraid of things, nothing great is going to happen. All right, in a few minutes. So you need to go out there and win. You have to go out there, like how many people think of like Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan? Did you know that all those people failed numerous times before they found success? They had more people that doubted them than most people, but they kept on doing it. They didn't have that attitude of, oh my God, it hasn't worked the first 50 times, it's not gonna work. No, they kept doing it and they kept pushing themselves knowing that eventually they would succeed because up here, they believed in themselves. So don't have excuses, don't have negativity. And again, it all starts with you. You are your biggest issue. Like I can't say it enough, but once you work on yourself, everything else falls into place. And don't ever play the victim of, oh my God, poor me. I did that and I was like, why did all this happen to me? Well, no, it happened to me to make me a better person. Just like whatever negative's going on in your life, it's happening to make you a better person. And victims can play it two ways. They can play the role of crying into the ball and being like, oh, poor me, life is so bad. I think we all know people that have done this a million times. But is anything going to change when they do that? Probably not. But if you take that, this happened to me and I'm going to own it, guess what? Use your story to inspire people about how you turned negative in your life into something amazing, and you turn like being the victim into being a victor, and you don't crawl into a ball and you don't cry and be like, poor me. Amazing things start to happen. And it sounds really stupid, and I used to be like, no, that's not true. It is true. And Danielle knows binkies are life. Sometimes we use two. Never gets the job done. So do not sit there. Hey, Mike, we promised you a video. Right? Remember Mike from last night? So you just want to have like realistic goals for yourself and really believe in yourself, even if nobody else believes in you. Believe in your ideas, get outside of your comfort zone, get your head on straight, because that's so super, super important. And just know that anything that's happening to you, it's okay. It's happening for a reason. And if you make it into a positive, you will come out of it such a better person. So, practicing our cheerleading moves. Mike, you knew she is a cheerleader. That's how we got dressed this morning. So on that note, happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. Go Patriots, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
Bye.